24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
Welcome to Bold Moves Radio. The show is Prudent Woman with myself, RHULANI BALOYI. I am your host as we come to you every Sunday, 4 o'clock until 5 o'clock. This is Prudent Woman. I am not alone this afternoon. I have with me my beautiful ladies, the guest that we have in the show today. I have with me Coach P, that is Sis Patience Nkosi, and I have Sesi Prudence Raletjena. She's our runner. As you have seen, today's topic, we are talking on fitness. Most of you may be asking yourself, what is fitness? But I'm grateful that you are here. You will be talking with us. We will be getting learned together. We say within Prudent Woman that this is the month where we are celebrating the gift of life, salvation from our Lord Jesus Christ as he was crucified in the cross of Calvary. And we are expected to have life in abundance. But we feel one cannot fully enjoy themselves if they are not physically well, if they are not emotionally well, or well healthy. So today we bring to you fitness, a topic on fitness. We want to say, let us learn something around fitness. And fitness, let us demystify the issue of saying when you are fit, it's a person who is thin. But you can be thin and not fit. You can be big and not fit. So fitness goes with your habits, the things that you do. I have with me Coach P. She will take us through what are we talking about fitness. And I have with me, says Prudence as a runner. She will share with us her experience when it comes to fitness, what she has gone through, the benefits that she has enjoyed. And these two will take us through to show us how important fitness is for us to live our lives in abundance and enjoy what has been given to us through the death of our Lord Jesus Christ as we celebrate his crucifixion during the course of this month. But before we start with my guests, I would like to say to all the women, I say Prudent Woman, it's a ministry that submits under another ministry. And the ministry that we submit under, it's Abigail Arise. Abigail Arise, during the coming month of May, we are going to be having a wonderful conference. You remember last year we had a similar conference, and I would like to invite all of you ladies as you're listening to Prudent Woman, and even the people that have hosted before. This year's theme, we are saying, be a mentor, find a mentor. And I would like to invite all of you. In Prudent Woman, we say we want to be women who are informed so that we can be able to take decisions which are informed, which will impact positively our loved ones and even our lives, because we are prudent in our ways. So I would like to say thank you for joining us. And of course, if you are here, if you are listening to me, it means you have heeded the call. We said, come the month of April, we are no longer on Facebook, but we are on YouTube. And thank you to all of you who have heeded the call and joined us on YouTube. And I trust that you have subscribed so that you do not miss out on a number of episodes that we have within Bold Moves Radio, because we have quite number of programs that we are hosting. And yes, the episodes for Prudent Woman, you'll be able to be alerted when you have subscribed. And of course, all of you who are joining us on Bold Moves Radio, the online radio, you are welcome. And I would like to invite you, if you would like to drop a comment, if you would like to ask a question to our guests, because we invite you to be part of this conversation, you are welcome. Drop that comment on WhatsApp. The number is 081 358 8745, and we'll surely give the question or the comment to our guests. And of course, all of you on YouTube, you know, you can talk to us through the comment section. This is Prudent Woman. We are with you. And thank you so much to my wonderful guests that I have this afternoon. Says Patience, Coach P. Thank you for joining us. And I would like to invite you, greet our audience. And as you do so, as I said, you are Coach P. She's a coach. She's a personal trainer. I wish for you, just take us through what is a personal trainer. You know, we all just hear about these things. I always thought for one to have a personal trainer, maybe it must be a boxer or an athlete, you know. But the conversation that I had with you said something else. I would like to invite you. What is a personal trainer and who are you?
Thank you, Sis RHULANI. Before I tell you what is a personal trainer, my name is Patience Nkosi. I'm a personal trainer at Vision Active. Thank you for inviting me on this program, Prudent Women. A personal trainer, in short, is a person who is responsible for educating clients and enforcing policies regarding the safe and the proper use of equipment. The other thing is that a personal trainer is a person who is able to develop and document and implement one-on-one workouts specifically for a client. Because whenever I receive any client, their goals, they are different.
They're different,
They're not
yes.
the same. That is why you must be able to document and develop one-on-one according to the needs of different clients.
Okay.
Yes. That is why it's called personal trainer. It means
it's on a personal level. Yeah,
Yes,
no.
yes.
I think that makes one to understand that why will a person maybe subscribing to a gym, but when they have set out that program, they may go out and seek for a personal trainer. Because I would like to understand, when we talk issues of fitness, it goes with the genes.
Yes,
It
yes.
goes with a whole lot of makeup for an individual. So there is that difference.
Yes.
Thank you so much for bringing that. And I would like to invite all of you, as you continue to listen to us. Yes, it may not make sense now, but I trust that it will make sense as we continue this conversation. But the idea is to encourage all of us ladies, to encourage you. You know, most of the time we take resolutions on fitness are taken in January. For some reason, I don't know why. I am myself included in it. But you know, it's something that one should do throughout. And we're not condemning if you're fallen. This is the purpose. We said, let us go back, let us revive that feeling of wanting to do something around your fitness. Because for one to have a life in abundance, enjoy all aspects of their lives, they need to be fit. When we talk fitness, we talk health, we talk physical, but the most important one, we talk emotional. I see Coach P nodding her head, which means yes, I'm in the right direction. And of course, I'm not in the fitness industry. But I would like to say, Prudence, I would like you to greet our audience. But as you greet our audience, as you said, you are a runner. You know, being a runner, I know it's simple. Majority of us, we have tried to be on that, but we fall along the route. You run, you do 5 kilometers and walk, but somewhere you drop out. So I would like to believe it takes a lot of resilience. You must have taken a decision in your mind and be able to stick to such a decision for you to finally say, I'm a runner. Here I am, and I stand. So I would like you, as you greet our audience, just tell us what made you want to be a runner, or how did you start, and how did you stay on course?
Good afternoon, RHULANI and Coach P. Good afternoon to all the listeners on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. My name is Prudence Raletjena. I am a chief town planner by profession, and I'm also a runner. When I joined running, I was actually invited to be a runner by a colleague of mine. we started very small on Wednesdays because you know that on Wednesdays it's sports day at work. So we
Yes.
normally leave the office at around 3 o'clock and then would go running. It was something that took, like, we'd do it for an hour as we were starting, and it was very, very hard. And then by that time, I used to just run only on Wednesdays. Then
Yes.
we'll do as less as 5 kilometers just around the stadiums. But as we met other people along the way who would also encourage you to run a bit further, we would run like start at 5 for a very long time. I think I was comfortable with running 5 kilometers. And then I moved over to 8 kilometers. Then I started running 10 kilometers. And then, boom, even when I can tell you that yesterday I'm coming from running a marathon, 42 kilometers, Mall of the North marathon just yesterday. So you usually start small and then you grow big into this running thing. But what I can tell you is that running, at some point you might be encouraged by someone and then you take it slow. But as the journey of running, as you move towards growth and everything, it has to do with you. You have to be very committed. You have to stay committed. You have to be very consistent for you to be able to achieve your goals. And I'm telling you, you need to, at some point, you'll find that it's you and the road, even if you met people along the way. But it also has to do with your own personal choices that you make. You choose to be a runner and you choose to stay a runner. So that's how it goes.
So it's more your mental setup for you to stay on course.
Definitely, RHULANI, it's more mental than any other thing. It's not, as I'm telling you, it's also not easy to run a marathon. You have to make a decision to say, I'm going to run this marathon, I'm going to train for it, and then I'm going to run it, and I'm going to finish it. So even if you're not running a marathon, but you're just a regular runner, a 5 kilometer runner, I normally tell my friends and all the people around me who ask me, how do you do it? I say you must treat every run that you take that particular day as an important meeting that you cannot miss. So whether it's cold, whether the weather is unfavorable, unless if it's raining heavily, if you made a decision to say, I am a runner and I'm going to do it 4 times a week, you must make sure that on those days you honor it, whether tired or not. Sometimes you feel your body is a bit tired, but sometimes it's just laziness. But if you drag yourself, you actually find out that on the days where you didn't even want to go and run, that is going to be a very good run. So consistency will take you everywhere in running.
And you know, as you say, you must take it is that meeting that you will not like to miss. I normally observe your posts, even when we meet, what you'll be talking about, to realize that you create a community, sort of a support system around yourself. But beyond that, it's more of what it does to your emotional being. Says Prudence, I think we've got feedback from your side, and I have a suspicion maybe you've got a gadget that is connected to YouTube and is next to you. If you can move the gadget far away as we go on an ad break. And when we come back, we will be talking on the forms of exercise. I want our Coach P to take us through when we say one is exercising, because we're talking fitness, but fitness will not come by osmosis. It will be fitness once you have gone through exercise. So we will be talking on the forms of exercise and as well demystifying certain things that we think it's exercise when it's actually not. So let us go on an ad break. We'll be right back with you. Welcome to Bold Moves Radio. The show is Prudent Woman with myself, RHULANI BALOYI. We come to you every Sunday, 4 o'clock until 5 o'clock. And I have with me in the studio wonderful guests. We are talking on fitness today, the benefits of fitness. I have with me here Coach P. She is a personal fitness trainer. And I have Prudence. Prudence, it's a runner. We just like to them to share with you how one can make sure that they stay fit, they can take care of themselves. Even as we say, we're celebrating the gift of life this Easter season. We are celebrating the gift of life, but you can only live to your benefit once you are fit. Anyone who is not fit, healthy, not fit physically, not fit emotionally, of course, they will not live an abundant life. They may feel something is not complete. So we are talking on this to say, let us enjoy this life that we've been given by taking care of all these things that are around us, which are our responsibility as people to take care of. Before we went on an ad break, and thank you so much, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has joined us. And of course, if you are here listening to us, it means you have heeded our call to say we are on YouTube. We are no longer on Facebook. From this month of April, we are on YouTube. YouTube is Bold Moves Radio. When you are there, please subscribe so that you do not miss many of our shows and many of the episodes of Prudent Woman. And all of you on Bold Moves Radio, thank you so much. I see here someone saying the principles that you shared, Coach P, she's saying they apply to everything in life. The principles that you outlined, says Patience, they apply in everything in life, which means everything in life needs one to take a decision and be resilient. Stay on course with what you have decided to do. Before we went on an ad break, we agreed that when we come back, Coach P, the personal trainer, as she has told us that she is a personal trainer, a role in our lives is to help us on a personal level to develop a program that will be suitable for us to make sure that we are fit. But of course, sometimes we go to them with certain personal goals, and then she helps you to make sure that you stay on course on those personal goals. So Coach P, fitness, exercise, there's a lot of things that we say around exercising. You hear one saying, I don't have to exercise, I'm okay, because I clean my house. But the question is, how do you do it? I would like to believe, but I would like to bounce that question to you. When we talk exercise, what are we talking about?
There are many forms of exercises, RHULANI. For example, you're right when you're saying cleaning is a form of exercise. It is an exercise. Cleaning your house is a form of exercise where you engage your heart and in your breathing. It's a form of exercise. Like the garden, doing the garden is also a form of exercise. Playing with the kids, washing the car is also an exercise. Exercise, it doesn't mean specifically you have to go to the gym. You can also do some few exercises at home, the ones that I've just mentioned, cleaning the car, playing with the kids, doing the garden. It's also a form of exercise, of which is enjoyable. You're doing it at your own space.
Yeah.
Yes, without any pressure, but you're doing a lot to your body. A lot is happening with your body.
So exercise is actually physical activity that one goes through.
Yes. For as long as the physical activity that gets your heart pumping, not on a normal level. That's a form of exercise.
Yeah,
as you are sitting now, our heart is beating on a normal level. But once we stand up and we move a few steps, then our heart start pumping out of the normal level. That's it moves from a relaxing level to a form of a physical activity.
Yeah, that's where I wanted you to come to, Coach P, because I once heard, and when I was preparing for this show, I came across such to say, when one says they're exercising, they must move from their level where they are comfortable, and you feel, now I'm being pushed. Now I'm doing something beyond what I'm used to doing. So when you say you are cleaning, they must it must really be that you move yourself to another
to
level.
another level.
And but with you being a personal trainer, being a professional within that space, will you say it's ideal for one to say, no, I don't have to do any extra exercise because I'm the one who clean my own house?
You have to push yourself.
Mm.
You have to push yourself from that comfortable zone, such as you can move from the house and go for a walk.
Yeah.
20 to 30 minutes walking,
Mm.
then that's when you feel your heart is moving from the normal beating level to another level.
Mm.
So walking is another form of exercise. The cleaning is it's an exercise, but you need to push yourself.
Mm.
As human beings, we've got this thing of I'm okay with this thing. We want to move, but we don't want to push ourselves. Yeah, we're lenient. We're too lenient to ourselves. With my clients, I always tell them, you need to move from here to there, mentally and physically. They go together. So if you keep on saying, I'm okay here, you'll never move to the next level. So cleaning the house, it's okay, but get out of the house, 5 kilometer, 3 kilometer walk, then you'll feel the difference from the cleaning and the walking. There is a difference.
So Coach P, let me get this clear. Why will you say one needs to have their heart, maybe I'll just focus on that, just that one organ. Why does it have to be out of its normal level? Why should the heart pump more? What will be the reason for that?
The reason for that is because the heart is a muscle. The heart, then it needs to get used to working. Isn't it when we are going to work, when we're driving, whenever we do some certain activities, the heart is the main organ that is working.
Yes.
So it needs to get used to pumping on those different levels of exercises. That's why we need to push ourselves a little bit further, then go back to the relaxing mode. The heart is the main organ that keeps us moving.
That needs to be exercised.
Exercise is a muscle that needs to be exercised, and it needs memory. It's got a memory. It's got a memory. That's yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much. Even as we continue with the show is Prudent Woman. I am your host, RHULANI BALOYI. I have with me a personal coach, a personal trainer, that is Coach P, and I have a runner, that is Prudence. And we are talking on fitness for all of you who have just joined us. And thank you so much for joining us. Please send through your comments, send through your questions that you would like our guests to speak on. As we continue with the discussions, Coach P, I would like us to go on ad break, but when we come back, I would like you to just take us through what will be the benefits of exercise. We say the benefits, it's on your physical level,
Yes.
on the health, and your emotions. So I would like you to just detail to us, even as you said, when you're talking fitness, you are talking on those 3 dimensions, just for us to understand and be able, because I think our understanding will help us even to be able to switch on. Because if I know that it's about exercising those 3 dimensions, whenever I see that one dimension it's lacking, then I'm able to rise up and be able to activate such an exercise. Let us go on an ad break. We'll just, when we come back, Coach P will take us through what will be the benefits of fitness. Welcome to Bold Moves Radio. The show is Prudent Woman with myself, RHULANI BALOYI. We come to you every Sunday, 4 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Today, we are talking on fitness, the benefits of fitness, even as we celebrate this month, the gift of life through the death of our Lord Jesus Christ. And we say, as Prudent Women, we would like to live life in abundance by ensuring that we look after our fitness. Before we went on an ad break, of course, I have with me Coach P and I have Prudence the runner. Before we went on an ad break, Coach P, we said, we would like you to take us through the benefits of fitness, of exercise. But I see one of the ladies here, she's asking a question. What is the amount of time that one should say I've exercised? We were talking about exercising, maybe cleaning your house, but you said beyond that, because you need to push yourself to a certain level, you can even go out. But then she's asking how much time, how many minutes, and at what time of a day? Should it be in the morning or the best time is in the evenings? So she's asking that question.
Yes, my advice would be 30 to 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes, I would advise in the morning. The
Okay.
reason for in the morning is because when we go to work,
Mm.
after the morning, the exercise, 30 to 45 minutes workout, when you go to work, it's still a continuation from the workout in the morning.
So you'll have done more than the
Then more than
45
that,
minutes.
You
Okay.
push yourself unaware.
Yeah.
Yes, you add from that one in the morning while you are working, doing the up and down until the knockoff. Then already you're getting fitter and fitter. I would advise for them to exercise in the morning. Yes, because when you go to work, it's an addition to the nice workout
that you have
that
just
was done in
had.
the morning. Yes.
Okay, because if it's in the evening, I exercise for 45
Yes,
minutes, come
yes.
back, take a
And
bath
then
and
you
sleep.
eat and
So
then you
there's no
sleep.
continuation,
Yes.
and your heart has
Your
not
heart-
gone
yes,
through
yes,
for that.
yes.
So, Coach P, what will be the benefit of exercise? Why should people come to you and seek for your services?
The benefits of exercises, RHULANI, is like health-wise. You control the weight control, you manage it, and then it enhances your mood. You become happier.
Okay.
Yes, it also engage your spiritual level. When you exercise, when it becomes harder, you talk to yourself.
Okay.
You really talk to yourself.
So
Am
there's
I-
an emotional exercise that is happening.
It is.
Okay.
It is an emotional. It's an emotional and mental war.
All right.
So it's you against you. That's what I tell my clients. It's you against you.
I know, when you have a personal trainer, sometimes you fight with them.
Yeah. No, we do fight.
Yeah.
We do fight, and they give me those look like I don't like you. I don't have a problem with that, but it improves your mood, and then it improves your. You feel happier, much lighter, and then it manages a lot of the blood pressure things, all those sicknesses. You tend to eliminate a lot of sicknesses, blood pressure, the anxiety, the depression, and then it even keeps you thinking like you think sharper.
Okay.
You become smarter in a way. And you feel like you can conquer many things.
So in a way, it re-energizes or awakens all your body organs.
Yes.
Okay.
They were sleeping all this time, then now you start waking them up, and you
Okay.
see the world in a different view.
As you saying that, I'm just thinking and likening it to a car that you park, you go to the airport, you park your car, get in a plane, and you are gone for 3 weeks, and no one does anything to the car.
Yes.
Most of the time when you come back, you start to look for the insurance and say, can you come and jumpstart me?
Yes.
So basically, that's
It's
what's
the
happening to a human being.
Same thing.
Okay.
That is why it applies to many departments.
Okay.
If you don't use it,
Mm.
you lose it.
Okay.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Lose it. So you must use it to keep it.
To keep it.
So you must exercise to have life in abundance.
Yes. Already you're blessed. So you're
Mm.
adding the exercise in the form of you're enjoying the blessings that God have given you life. So you're adding in the form of exercise, enjoying and helping other people in many ways. Because you improve your mood, you become happier. And people like being around you.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's a whole lot,
There's a lot
of
of things that
benefit
benefits,
that,
yes.
and you know, as I said, me included, the myth has always been that one who goes to the gym is because you want to wear a size lesser than what you are wearing
Really.
at this point in time. But through this talk with you, Coach P, what I'm getting, it's beyond that.
It's beyond that.
It's for you to awaken every organ of your body. It's for you to ensure that you are lovely and you are healthy,
Yes.
you are happy, and you build your self-confidence.
Take care of
And I
yourself.
would like to agree with you because during my talk with says Prudence, as we're preparing for the show, as I engaged her, wanting her to come on board because, you know, as I was sharing what is the objective of this show, she shared with me her testimony. And says Prudence, I would like to invite you to share with us what running has actually done for you as an individual at your personal level, how it has improved your confidence, so that you know, let the ladies understand that it's not all about losing weight. It's not all about wearing a dress size lower than one size lower than what you have been putting on, but there is a lot of benefit around exercising.
Thank you, RHULANI. Ladies, I would like to just share with you also about my experience when you are exercising. Particularly for me, it would be about running. You know, as women, we do a lot of stuff. You make sure that the household is in great shape. You're taking care of the kids. You have to go to work. You have to be a sister. You have to be a daughter. So before we can even focus on ourselves, there are so
Mm,
many things which we are dealing with.
mm,
So initially, when I started running, as I previously indicated that I started with a colleague, but as I went on, I realized that my life was just a routine. Me going to work, taking the kids to school, coming back, cooking. And I felt like I needed to do something for me,
mm,
to do something which benefits me, and where in the sport or with the exercise that I will be doing, it has got
mm,
nothing to do with my partner or my child or my mother or my family member. It would have to be about me. And I think Coach P is very right. One of the most important things that exercising and also particularly running can do to you is the issue of happiness.
mm,
When you wake up in the morning and do some form of an exercise, you are happy. You release this hormonal happiness, something in you that's big. You become a happy person. At
mm.
work, it helps you to even be a problem solver. you
Yes.
you always see you always see life in a different light.
Mm,
Your mind is always sharp, is always open. And I can tell you, when you are coming from a tough marathon or a tough race or a run which was very difficult, and you actually made it to the finish line, I can tell
mm,
you everything that you come across, whether as a woman or as a working mom or as a working, you tend to look at it as, I can also get through this. So for your self-esteem, ladies, one, exercising is the top list way it can actually assist you to work on you. When you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel good. So you
mm.
must
And you
always
look
make sure
good
that
because you cannot give what you do not have.
You don't have.
yes. And also it gets to a point where you are no longer focusing on your weight. You set targets to say, I want to lose weight. Then you lose weight. After
Mm,
losing weight, it's your love for the sport that keeps you going. You see, it's no longer about losing weight. It's about you, your personal goals, and your the love that you have for the sports or the exercise that you are you
mm,
are doing. So you surpass all these things of wanting to lose weight, having to want to look like a size 30. Then you fall in love. You set a routine for yourself, and it makes life more beautiful, because once you miss it, I can tell you also, like, as a consistent runner, if I miss 2 days, if I skip 2 days without running, I start to feel like I'm not doing justice to me. I'm
Yeah.
owing someone something. So it's like people would never understand. And I would explain that it's not about me being addicted or something. It's me, my personal goals. I just cannot live without running anymore. It's very difficult because even on the days where I don't run, I become very lazy. I would just sit on the couch and watch TV, and it's something which I'm not used to doing. My body is used to waking up in the morning, doing some form of exercise, and then continuing with my day. And really, one needs to really get on with that exercise. You need to push yourself. You need to work on you. As a woman, you need to put you first because there are so many things that we are dealing with. And if you are not healthy and mentally right or happy, you might not be able to deal with all these things that life throws at you.
I love it when you say you went out because you said, what is it that I can do for myself? And you chose right by choosing something that actually does not just work for you in terms of you having taken that decision to say, I want to do something without these people that I'm on a daily basis saving. But you went for something that also benefits yourself as an individual, as a person. And to say, it's important for one to have that one thing that you say, I do it for myself. The me time. We had a session where Dr. Ndala was telling us about caring for yourself, loving yourself. You say, when you feel good, you'll do good. You cannot give what you do not have. So I see fitness and exercise also adding towards the mental health sessions that we've had, to say, for one to be mentally healthy, you need also to be physically healthy. Thank you so much, ladies. And as we continue with our talk, and I see time, it's moving very quick, but I love one thing amongst the audience I see here. We've got the elderly women who have joined us. And I'm just thinking, Coach P, what is the age that one should start exercising? And can one ever say, I'm old enough, I'm no longer exercising?
No. For as long as you're able, keep on exercising. There's no age limit. For as long as you're able, there are different exercises for the very active and the senior ones. So there's a different plans of exercise for the very active and the age, yes. But for as long as you're able.
So they don't have to go on a marathon for 21 kilometers.
No.
But if, yes, of course, if they have built the capacity over time, they can do that.
Yes. If you've created a habit long enough, your body is used to it. You can still continue.
Okay.
When there are marathons, you don't run, you walk. You can do the 10-kilometer walk, the 21-kilometer walk. For as long as you're able, keep on moving. Don't limit yourself. Everything is happening in your mind. You can.
Yeah, so I was saying that looking at our audience, Bo Mantsakani, Mankoni, this was meant for you to hear, to say, as prudent women, continue. There is no age limit. And even with the young ones, young as they are, one can take them along so that they build a habit. Because what I've observed, Coach P, is that we leave it until the last minute. We never take our children for an exercise, but hope they can build the habit when they are 35, when now they realize that, hey, no, this machine is no longer working well.
Yeah, sis Prudence, I get we go by Salinya. We're doing a very big mistake of not engaging our kids while they're still young.
Okay. And Coach P, you said you are a personal trainer. And I understand that you've got quite a number of clients, but they are diverse. And what has been your experience in terms of helping them to stay on course? One can come and they want to quit. How do you ensure that they stay on course?
The first thing I ask them is, why do you want to exercise?
Mm.
Once they tell me I'm not healthy, I'm sick, this and that, I've got problems, the first thing that I tell them is reinvest in yourself.
Mm. Mm.
You need to take care of yourself. You
Okay.
need to take care of yourself first.
Mm. Mm.
After
Mm.
that, we set the goals, realistic goals. Another thing that is discouraging people, they set unrealistic goals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm. Mm.
We
Mm.
can be so unrealistic to ourselves.
Mm. I think even in the boardrooms, they talk about smart goals.
Yes.
They must be realistic.
Yes.
Mm.
You need to be realistic with your goals.
Okay.
And be patient with yourself.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Patient with yourself.
Mm.
So
and I can see you are a no-nonsense coach to an extent that when I'm sweating, you'll just look at me and say, you continue to do what we've agreed upon because you have signed up for this
Isn't
play.
it you and me agreed?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's do this.
Eh.
It's you and me together.
Okay.
So sometimes when they're struggling, that is we are always wearing the gym gear.
Eh.
When they're struggling, I do it with them.
Okay.
Just to
And
show
then
them.
mentally to give that support,
Yeah,
and
the
you make me
support.
feel like now I'm the one
Yes,
riding
yes,
the
you
bike.
can, and you can, yes. We are together in this thing.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think, ladies, that is one of the benefits of having a personal trainer,
Yes.
because I would like to believe just rushing through to the gym without you understanding and knowing the rules, because I would like to believe there are rules in using the machines that you have in the gym. Sometimes you find yourself having set unrealistic goals, and when you set unrealistic goals and you are not able to achieve them, you drop out. But one other thing that Coach P I've noticed, and we have all fallen victim of it, is that we subscribe to the gym when we're excited. And I think the gym, they knew, they don't like to give membership for a month. It's a 12 months program. They know you will pay until December. But then when comes January, after you have been paying and you want to cancel, you cancel. But then after January, after eating all those cakes, you say, I know I'm going back. And then now you take the membership. But it does not come cheap. So I would like us to go on an ad break. But having you here today, I would like to invite you, Coach P, if you can assist us. It's not all of us who can afford a gym membership. Some of us may not, but I believe that should not be restrictive to one. That does not say you are closed out from exercising. As you rightfully said, you can be cleaning your own house, you can do your own washing. That is a form of exercise. So I would like to invite you to show us at least just 3 things that one can do in the comfort of their homes, so we can get the benefit of having you in the studio. Just show us just the 3, And I know Prudent women, we are going to be faithful on this one. Whatever she's going to show us, Mina, tomorrow I'm taking a resolution. I'm doing the 3 things, the 3 moves, even if I repeat them over and over. Because, when you try to join those ones on TV, they're too professional. You miss them sometimes. But what is nice, when you do something in the comfort of your own house, you don't feel guilty. You are just by yourself. There's no pressure. But again, when you have set the standards for yourself, a plan, you will follow it, because we are agreeing and we heard today that fitness is not all about losing weight, but it goes beyond. It's about your mental well-being, and then you will feel good and you will do good and people around you will love you. So I would like to request that you show us those moves, even as we draw close to the show. I'm sure the technical team in the studio is ready for that. Let us go on ad break. When we come back, Coach P will be showing us. So I'm inviting all of you at home, if you have that space and you feel like joining here, please join here. I'll be joining. It's just that you will not see me. So let's go on an ad break. Welcome to Bold Moves Radio. The show is Prudent Woman with myself, RHULANI Baloyi. We come to you every Sunday at 4 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Today, I have with me here in the studio, we are talking on fitness. And today is a wonderful day because we are going to be doing some moves there. Coach P is here. And before we went on an ad break, we have invited those of you who would like to join us, even the grannies that I was talking to before we went on an ad break, please join us. The moves that she's going to show us, she promised that they're the most simplest moves that you can undertake at the comfort of your home. So over to you, Coach P.
Yes, the 3 moves that I'm going to show. The first one is jumping jacks. I'll be demonstrating the 2 options on the first moves, jumping jacks. There's advanced one and the simple one for the senior ones. Yes.
Okay.
The first one is the jumping jack. The advanced one, here.
Okay.
It's easy to do this thing.
Simple. So
Yes.
you just do that throughout.
Yes, you can count to 50.
Okay.
Count to 50. Just here.
Uh,
So the senior ones, those with the injuries, knee injuries or any injuries,
mm,
you just here.
okay.
It's the
So
same thing.
mm, mm,
It's the same thing.
okay.
So the next one is called squats.
Okay.
We're doing the legs
And the bar.
and the bumps.
Mm,
Yes. So you just stand like this.
Mm-hmm.
As you go down, as you're sitting on a chair, you just go like simple, easy like that. So the third one, we're going for the core. Isn't it? You must balance the core. You go down. It's called bicycle kicks. You're here. You just
Okay.
do this.
So you ride the bicycle whilst you
Yeah,
are
the bicycle
sleeping.
while lying down. Yes. You ride
Okay.
the bicycle while lying down. Yes.
Yeah.
Simple, nice and easy. Here.
Mm,
Here. You don't need a gym for this. You
okay.
just go like here. You can go 10, 20, 30, 40 as you get stronger. Don't even do 100.
And you build.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you tighten the core.
Mm.
And then you breathe in and out every time you do any move.
And is it important? I normally hear people saying once you are finished with your exercise to cool down.
You need to cool down.
Eh.
Cooling down, you're breathing in and out, and then you stretch. Stretching is also very, very important.
Mm.
Very, very important. You need to stretch the muscles while they're still warm.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so you don't wait.
You
Don't
you
say
wait.
I'm
You
tired and go and
no.
sleep on the couch.
Yes, because even stretching, it improves the flexibility.
Okay.
You're able to sit like this
Mm.
without any
Okay.
difficulty. As long as the muscles are used to
Stretching.
stretching,
Okay.
yes, it means you're lengthening them.
Mm,
When you stretch, you're moving from this to this.
mm,
Yes.
mm.
So-
And that was very simple. You saw I could do those. I could do the moves. I was doing the moves while sitting on the chair.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Coach P. You
Yes.
know, and I see ladies saying they are going to be doing this tomorrow.
Please.
Next week when we
Please.
come here,
Please.
we'll be taking stock. You know, on whether one has been able to
Yes.
to start and what have we done.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You know, because it's simple things yet not so simple, because you know we tend to think exercising very simple, I can do it, but with someone may be sitting there and think, when I say I'm exercising, I need to have gone to a gym.
No.
But you have just shown us simple things that one can do, and you don't have to be technical about it.
No.
You don't have to have a certain pattern of exercising. As long as you know you must do this to work on this
That's
body
what-
part,
This for this.
for this part.
This for this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, that is wonderful. And I think you've encouraged us. We are almost mid-year, but I'm going back to my resolution of exercise.
Yeah, it's
Believe
not too
me,
late. It's not.
it's never late.
It's
eh?
never too late. It's never too late.
Yeah.
Yes.
How's Prudence? She's right. Eh? It's not too late.
It's not too late.
It's never
Um,
too late.
Never too
Never
late.
too late.
What
Never
will you
too
like
late.
to say to that person who wished to run, but they've always been saying, I don't know where to start. What should I do? If you are saying it's never too late.
just pull on your tight, put on your techies, anything that is comfortable, and get out there. The rest you will see outside. It's never too late. Don't be discouraged, and work on you and set your own goals. You see, the problem that most people, the challenges that most people have is wanting to be somewhere, whereas your body is not yet ready. You see, you would aspire to be a very fast runner, running at a very high pace or running long distances, and you just don't understand where that person has started. Start small and build up to it. Start with your normal. You don't even have to start with 5 kilometers. Start with 2 if you feel like, as long as you reach that threshold as per what Coach P has advised, to say at least 30 to 45. If you manage to do 2, it's not in the number of kilometers. If you can get out there, start walking or running for 30 to 45 minutes, and then as you move on, continue pushing yourself. Be consistent. If you say, I'm going to do it 3 times a week, start and be loyal to those days. Wake up on the particular day, put on your techies and get out there. And I'm telling you, you might be slow at first, but each day where you exercise or where you run, you are building on something. It might hurt. You'll find that your body is hurting, but as you go further, you would realize that your body was building up stronger muscles to be able to do more runs. So my advice would be, start small, set your own targets. Don't wish to be where you are not. Work on your fitness and take it from there. I'm telling you, it takes time to actually be very far in running, but you start small, you build on it, and one day you will just be surprised with yourself saying, I'm going to comrades. That's my advice. How's RHULANI?
All about, it boils down to a realistic plan. And I see we have got some ladies here. Says Rosemary saying it's never too late. And says Tendan saying it's doable. And I love someone's status that I normally see on that she keeps on saying, you will not understand, but someday it will make sense. You know, I love that because it says she is realistic. She did not look at someone and say, I want to be there so that they can see that it makes sense. But then she says, it will make sense someday, which means she's taking her own steps. She's patient with herself. And I love that so much. Says Prudence, we understood the role of a personal trainer. From running, do you think it's important for one to have a club that they subscribe to? Or you will say it's not that important, you can do it all by yourself?
As a beginner, I think you can still do it by yourself. You can push yourself. As my advice would be, start small, work on you, because sometimes when you go to club, you also need to understand the role of clubs and having your membership with different clubs to your day-to-day running. See, at clubs, we end up having to register, getting our licenses, permanent licenses, which we use. when you do the races. So sometimes if you are still a beginner and you are not aspiring to run races as much as the advanced runners would be doing, maybe my advice would be start small, start exercising, do it yourself, be comfortable. Because sometimes when you are just starting on something and you're already joining large groups and so on, and so it might make you feel not really comfortable. So be comfortable with the sport, gain your confidence, be able to do your own thing without looking at what other people are doing. That would be my advice. And then once you start being confident and then you go out there, you can choose a running club which is suitable for you. You can get your permanent license. If your aim is to do your 5-kilometer runs or your 10-kilometer runs, then you know you are covered with your permanent license. You don't have to pay for a temporary license every time you're going for a race. So my advice is work on you, be comfortable with you, be comfortable with your goals, and start going out there, engaging with other people. Because the other thing is, once you start having running partners also, that can also push you out of your comfort zone. Because once you are used to doing things in a particular way, and then you get someone whom you share the same goals, whom you're on the same level, then they start pushing you, you push each other. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean if your running partner is not there on the day, you don't have to do it yourself. You can have partners you can do, but don't forget that at the end of the day, it's not about your partner. It's not about any other person. It's not about your running partner. It's about you. You must always, even if you have an agreement with someone that we are going to have our 5-kilometer run or 10 kilo, and that person doesn't show up in the morning, continue and do it for you. Remember, the goal is for you. So I say, build on yourself, work on yourself, and then you can start going out there.
Lovely, Sesi Prudence. And I see Bokokwan Tsakani, she's saying she's going to try it tomorrow. She's going to try the moves that you have shown us. And we are truly encouraged, ladies, by what you have shared with us. It gives one hope to say it's not about seeing those ones who are doing it at the professional level, but it starts with you. But the most important thing, it's for you to make sure that you are healthy, you are physically fit, and you are mentally fit. You cannot give what you do not have. If you do not work on your fitness, you will never be feeling good. You will never have the confidence that Sis Prudence was talking about. Thank you so much for coming through to the show. We have learned so much from you. And of course, you have encouraged us. Yes, we are almost in the mid of the year, but we'll go back to those resolutions. You know, we normally make them in January. I trust that Prudent women, you have been encouraged. You'll go back to it and understand that it is not about losing weight, but it is about you, the you yourself getting to be physically fit, mentally fit, and emotionally fit through the exercise that you do. Coach P, what will you like to say to our audience before we close the show?
I would like to say to them, it's never too late.
Okay.
It's really never too late. Let's start tomorrow. Let's stop postponing. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's
Let's
about
just do
doing it.
Yes, those who are going to run on the road,
Yeah.
please be careful. Safety. Yes, be safe out there. It's also important to be safe out there, combining the exercise and the safety part of it. Let us not wear earphones when we run outside, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And that's very important.
Yes, don't
Yeah.
wear earphones. Don't wear earphones.
And it's something that we tend to always do, you know. Thank you so much for that safety tip. Says Prudence, what would you like to say to our audience before we end the show?
My final words would be, it's also never too late. You can start tomorrow. Be safe. Put on your tights, put on your techies, go out there, start walking. If you feel very comfortable in walking, then start running. Work on you, set your own targets, and never forget and never give up. Every person that you see on a daily basis who you say this person has really made it, is a very strong runner or what, they have started somewhere. So start somewhere and build up on your fitness and build on you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ladies. I trust that the ladies, of course, they've been encouraged, and myself, I'm encouraged to also understand that fitness goes a long way. It impacts my total being. I cannot leave it behind. Thank you so much. And to all of you who have been with us, thank you so much for joining us. And please let those who have been looking for us on Facebook to say, remember, we said, come the 1st of April, we are fully on YouTube. I would like to say to all of you who are not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that you do not miss all the other programs and even the episodes of Prudent Women. And of course, on Bold Moves Radio, we have got a number of shows that are informative, and we as well have prayer sessions every morning from Monday until Friday. We are on a prayer session. Everyone is invited from 6 o'clock in the morning until 6:30. We do prayer sessions, and we've got wonderful men of God who share the word of God with us to encourage us so that you are also healthy, exercising your spiritual being by hearing the word of God. And of course, on Tuesday, we've got the African Experience. On Thursday, we've got Love SA. On Saturday, we've got Minkonzo ya Tingwazi. And of course, Prudent Woman comes to you every Sunday, 4 o'clock up until 5 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. I will not be fair to leave the show without thanking our technical team here, DJ Messi. Thank you so much. And of course, the executive producer, Pastor Strike. Thank you so much. We had a wonderful time because this team is the year for us. They are the ones who brings the show to you. Thank you very much. We shall meet with you next week at 4 o'clock until 5 o'clock on Sunday. But of course, this is a wonderful week. We are going to be celebrating the death of our Lord Jesus Christ. On Friday is Good Friday. Let us go out there and not just treat it as a holiday, but this is of utmost significance to us, those who are born again. We should celebrate with understanding that the Lord has given us salvation, and let us work on our bodies so that what He has given us, we can actually enjoy. And of course, get ready. Abigail Arise Conference is here. Registration is just 250. You can contact me if you're not at Mana Tabernacle. My number is 081 358 8745. If you like to be part of the conference will be from the 4th up until the 7th. That is the 5th up until the 7th. That is a Thursday. We're going to have a wonderful conference with a woman of God who will be sharing the word. On Friday, we are having a wonderful time. It's our worship night. As ladies, come out, let us celebrate ourselves. We said we need time to go out and serve ourselves and forget about all those who are around us. And we will be celebrating in a wonderful space in the presence of God. And on a Saturday, we shall be having a wonderful conference packed with wonderful speakers, encouraging all different groups of ladies. And of course, the conference ends on a Sunday. So we're looking forward to having you join us. All of you who listen to us and are not on Mana Tabernacle, you can contact me. Thank you so much. We shall see you next week, same time, same place. Have a blessed Good Friday.